Hi traders, my name is Duncan Cooper and I'm a Senior Market Strategist and Trading Mentor at AUDJPY Securities. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the key trading levels for the week ahead for the pairs the Australian dollar to the Japanese yen, the Australian dollar to the US dollar, the euro to the Japanese yen, the euro to the US dollar, the pound to the Japanese yen and the pound to the US dollar. So let's get into the first pair. Hi traders, hope you had a great trading week. I'm on the Aussie yen daily chart, got my weekly, monthly, daily support and resistance levels all drawn in. They're referenced in the description below. Now the Aussie yen last week put in a lower top and came down and tested 92.86. So this week can the downtrend continue? Now it has been rather range bound between resistance and support here, so it's not a guarantee that support's breaking here. We could first of all hold here for a movement back up the range. So look for 92.86 to break. Does it become a resistance? So approximately the 9300 level becomes resistance for a move down to test 91.41 weekly support this week. Alright traders, so that's what I'm looking for on the Aussie yen next week. Alright traders, on to the Aussie dollar. Now the US dollar significantly declined after the weaker CPI data and we've moved back up to challenge the 6700 level. Now at this level we've got 66.71 monthly resistance, 66.81 weekly resistance and daily resistance there at 66.99. So whilst we're in an uptrend here, be very aware that we're at resistance, strong resistance. This area could hold and price could move back down next week. So first of all, can we move through? So do we move above? Then the 67 area could become support for a move higher, or this area holds as resistance and we see a pullback to 65.47. In actual fact, if we do pull back from this area, this could be a significant top for a deeper decline. So what's the 6700 level next week? Does it hold as resistance for a decline, or can we strongly move above it and it becomes support? Alright, moving on to the Euro Yen. Now we put in a lower top last week on the Euro Yen and moved below this, what was a strong support area from 144.26, that was monthly support, down to 143.68 daily support. So we moved below that level. So watch this area now to be resistance next week. Does 143.68 up to 144.26 be resistance for a move down to test 140.89 daily support? Okay. Now of course we could false break this area and then we could see a move back up, and the next level of resistance is at 145.63, which is weekly resistance. Alright, so does now support become resistance for a further move down next week on the Euro Yen? Alright traders, on to the Euro Dollar. Now like the Aussie dollar, strong advance against the US dollar. Now, and as well like the Euro Dollar, we've advanced back to a significant area of resistance. We've got 130.40 monthly resistance, 130.49 and 130.68 weekly resistance. We could form a double top here. So at the start of the week, does this first of all area hold as resistance? If it does, look for a move back down to weekly support in the short term, 101.98. And of course, if it's a double top, we may get a much more significant reversal. So the first question is, does this area hold as resistance? Into the week, do we get a clean move above 103.68? That might become then strong support for a move higher. So at the start of the week, that's the critical area to watch. Very strong resistance area there. Do we form a double top? Can this US dollar sell-off continue, or have we simply sold off on the US dollar side into the close of the week, and then we start to reverse back down here on the Euro dollar at the start of the week? Alright, moving along to the pound yen. Now we formed a lower top just like the Euro yen and the Aussie yen. Not classing this as a close below this level, it's too close to support at 164.28. But can we move below that level next week to come down and challenge weekly support at 159.98? Now we might just have a rally before we can do that, so we could come up, back up to retest. Now 165.71 daily resistance, 166.33 weekly resistance. We could come back up to this area. Does that hold as resistance for the move down? Or of course, we could false break this whole area and come back up to re-challenge the higher level of weekly monthly resistance up here. So I think at the start of the week we may get a rally. Watch 165.71, 166.33. Does that area now hold as resistance for a further decline next week? Alright traders, last pair to review the pound dollar. Now we moved above a significant level of resistance, 117.60 here, weekly resistance. I'm still classing that as resistance. So at the start of the week, watch 117.60. Do we pull back to it? Can it be support for a move higher to challenge 119.01 daily resistance and 119.58 monthly resistance? If 117.60 can't hold a support, we could be putting in a significant top here for a move back down. Okay, if you drew a fib across this major range here from high to low, we are at the 62% retracement level in here. So a top could come in this area. So the critical level to watch is 117.60. I'm still classing that as resistance. On a pullback, does that hold as support for a move higher, or do we simply fail at that level and move back down? Okay traders, that's my analysis for today. If you want to keep up to date with my analysis, simply subscribe to the channel. I look forward to seeing you next time. Now if you'd like to follow my forex trading analysis throughout the week, why not subscribe to the ACY Securities live interactive trading feed Telegram channel. Simply contact Nathan.bray at acy.com to get access.